Hello students, in this lecture we are going to talk about vector form of universal law of gravitation. Now why vector form? We know that force is a vector. That's why the force must be expressed in vector form. So again let's take the same example of two masses m1 and m2, right? Okay, now they will apply force on each other. Now because force is attractive, we know that mass m1 will be pulled towards mass 2. Let us call this as force on 1 due to 2. I have written it here. Force on mass 1 due to mass 2. Similarly, there will be another force. m2 will be attracted like this. So this will be a force acting on mass 2 caused by mass 1. Do you see they are equal and opposite? Okay. Now the value of both in magnitude f12 and f21, if the distance between them is, let's say, r, will be simply g m1 m2 by r square, and the same will also be true for f21, right? That means we can also write g m1 m2 by r square, right? Now as you can see, these two equations are having f on the left hand side. Now this f does not have a vector sign, which means it only represents magnitude. So somehow we have to plug in the information of direction into this equation. So for that we use a special vector. Which is that vector that gives direction? Unit vector, right? So let us define a unit vector like this. Let us call this as r12 cap. It's a unit vector from m1 to m2, pointing from m1 to m2. Let's take another vector like this. It is pointing from m2 to m1. Let's call this as r21. I have defined it very clearly. r12 is a unit vector directed from 1 to 2, and r21 is unit vector directed from 2 to 1, right? Now let's go back to this equation and make the vector form. So this force becomes a vector once you give the information of direction. Now as you can see, f12 is towards your right. Okay, assuming that you are holding your laptop properly, so it will be directed towards right. So f12, and which is that unit vector which is pointing along f12? r12. So we will put the unit vector r12 cap here. Now this completes the information. Now similarly f21 is towards left. Can you tell me which unit vector is towards left? r21. So r21 can be. So these are the two vector form of universal law of gravitation. Now as you can see that this equation can also be written as g m1 m2 upon r square into minus of r12 cap. Now why minus? Because r12 has been reversed. Okay, so r21 is opposite to r12, so r21 can be written as minus of r12. Now tell me, minus if it is taken outside, g m1 m2 by r square into r12 cap. What is this term representing? The first one, this one. So can it not be written like this, f12? Yes or no? f21 is right here. So what we have just seen is that f21 is equal to minus f12. Now these forces are equal and opposite, so they form action-reaction pairs. They are following in Newton's third law. That is why we say universal law of gravitation follows Newton's third law. Okay, thank you.